Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Boruto episode 218. So you probably I guess you might have taken a break between, but I just watched 217. Crazy stuff. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm saving all of the discussion for 217 and 218 for the end of this video. So check that out if you're interested. But I think we will just jump right into the episode because I'm excited to see how this all wraps up. But alright, guys, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, starting right off with the opening. All right. Shut my eyes for the last time, baby. Yes. Next episode, guys, I will be watching this opening. So, apparently, the big spoiler for this opening was Naruto's form. But I think my friend said that there's something in the opening that's a spoiler for, like a little bit of a spoiler for 218 as well. So after this episode, we will be able to watch it. So I just have my eyes shut right now while we watch. While we listen, not watching anything. Oh man. I do wonder, I have no idea whether this is over, do we get any bit of fighting? More? I mean, that fight was pretty crazy with, Naruto versus Ishiki, but... wrote something down from last episode that I forgot to. I have all my notes for last episode, and now I'll combine them with this one and go through it all. Did he just do hand signs with I guess with the prosthetic. But maybe he did them one-handed? Hmm. What if he gets the karma mark and then just kills himself? Yeah. And it's back. Mission failed. Maybe he will now use the karma mark to kill this version of him. Obviously, he's just gonna come back someday, but... Oh, damn. Ugh. He was so close. God damn it. Kawaki. But, I mean, Kawaki didn't know, right? What? Whoa. Wait, what? How? I saw it burning away, but I thought it was just going to turn back into a little mark on his hand. How? Shit. Oh, a clone. Oh shit, he learned the shadow clone. Of course he did, the one jutsu he wanted to learn. Oh shit. Damn. Holy shit. I got. Don't get near him. Don't get near him. Oh shit, he just turned to dust. Okay. Maybe it's okay. Jeez. What if he just like shrunk himself? Hmm. About that. What? God. Oh shit, his eye! Freaking Momoshiki. God damn it. You son of a bitch. What the fuck? God damn it, Boruto. Supposed to keep that shit under control. Alright, he said it. What? Oh shit. Oh. I didn't expect this. Oh. Extraction? Oh, Sasuke. Really? Hmm. Oh, well, shit. Ooh, he didn't like the lightning. Yeah, why did he run from the Chidori? The resolve. Oh shit! Made like a shadow clone to absorb the hit. Hmm. So is that why he doesn't want to absorb any chakra? That makes sense. that jutsu. Shit! He's able to use Boruto's freaking invisible Rasengan. Jesus. I guess that's what he was pulling out. Come on, Boruto, wake up! Nice. Jesus, he lit himself on fire. Is he killing himself? He's gonna absorb it. Damn. And will that be enough to wake Boruto up? Oh, the other eye opens. Dual personality. He canceled it. The two halves. That's great. Oh, he's gonna break the horn off. Oh. What does that mean? Does that do anything? I mean, it grew. Does it disappear? Does it just grow back later? Does it have an effect on Momoshiki's development? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it just fixes the situation right now. No. Don't pass out again. Oh, he said it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oops. I hit my stylus against the table. Damn. Oh, poor Hinata and Himawari and Boruto. Yeah. It is. Oh, Itachi. Oh, nice. Reminisce time. Quite a few. No. Yes. Big old fist bump. Is he gonna do something? What did he? How did he word it? I didn't pay attention that much, I guess. Is he sacrificing himself? Oh, wow. But he can't live without the tailed beast, right? God damn it. This is why you don't get emotional before you see it all resolve. Oh. Convenient. I guess because it's not removed, it fades away. Damn. Well, Naruto just lost. I guess that's... So, Sasuke might have lost his eye this episode, and Naruto's losing Kurama. Did they just depower both of, like, the strong characters in the show? Oh. Oh, shit. Credits. This is cool. Rest in peace, Kurama. I'm curious how he worded it now. Or, I mean, I guess he said he never once lied. So how did he word it so that wasn't a lie? Maybe a misunderstanding. Yep. The meeting of all the tailed beasts. Oh. That's what that is in the ending. Damn. Damn. Whew. Oh. Damn, partner. Oh, man. That is it, guys, for episode 218. Shit. Alright. I wonder if that's the spoiler. I mean, we'll find out when we watch next episode and we see and we watch the opening. But I wonder if that's the spoiler is like Kurama fading. Oh, Jesus. A bug just flew right by the lens. It was pretty big in the lens. That's funny. It was actually a fly in some of my other reaction videos for like 1 or 2 nights. I think this fly was around, and it came out whenever I turned these lights on to record, and it was like annoying the crap out of me, but I like couldn't catch it, and then like right when I went to go start another video, it like disappeared, and I couldn't find it to be able to like get rid of it, and then I started recording and it showed up again. It's like it knew. and then I finally got it last night, and I was very happy because I was like, I don't want to watch those two like big Boruto episodes, and be dealing with a fly buzzing past my head, annoying me the whole time, distracting me and everything. So I'm glad I managed to get it. And even sometimes there's even other bugs that do annoy me, as you've seen. But they're pretty tame for these two episodes, which is great. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but yeah, damn. So Kurama is gone. I kind of want to give me a second, guys. I am gonna load up. It was 216. We learned that, right? I should be able to find it, right? It's like when they're talking in like Naruto's headspace. Wasn't it towards the end too that we learned that Naruto was gonna like sacrifice his life? Let's see. Did I get Naruto? You're really prepared to die, aren't you? How does he word it? I'm just curious. He's about to say it, I think. In that case, there might be a way. It's a do or die, last stand, final secret weapon sort of thing. Rather than getting killed disgracefully, it's worth giving it a try. Okay. Interesting. I mean, at least I wonder if it has to do with English translation, right? Because in this episode he said he never lied. He never said that you'd die, but he straight up says, like, word for word, he says, do this and you'll die, but if you don't do it, you'll die anyway, kind of thing. But really it's him that like if all he said was like it's a do or die, last stand, ditch effort kind of thing, I could see that being like, well, he didn't specifically say you would die, What if I go to the current episode? Sorry, guys. I just want to, like, get all my ducks in a row here. I never once lied to you. I think he says it right here in a second. Yeah, I think you've got the wrong idea. Just so you know, at no time did I ever say that you would die. No, he clearly did say it. I don't know. It's I imagine it's English translation issue or something like that. Because like I just went back and he clearly said like you'll die, But anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. These episodes were amazing regardless of that situation. It doesn't bother me in the least bit. I usually expect that there's going to be some translation issues. Maybe it's not a translation issue. Maybe I'm just dumb and I'm not understanding what he means by what he's saying, kind of thing. But either way. So let's kind of start with 217 for the discussion, because we never talked about that one. So we learned that the mode that Naruto was in is called Baryon mode, which, I mean, it's funny that I guess it's an anime, they name everything, but it's a mode that he will never be able to do again, yet they named it. But Baryon mode, pretty cool name. But yeah, we had just straight up, it just went straight into the fighting, and it was awesome. Like, the animation was great. I want to go back and see the Rasengan moment again, because I felt like it was, like, really beautiful, but went by really fast, like the way the colors were and everything. I really liked it, but it was so brief. I want to watch that whole episode again, to be honest, or at least the fighting bits, but oh man, excuse me. But yeah, we learned that using that power that he's using, shaves off life force of the people he hits with it too, which was crazy. So essentially, it allowed him to. It was one of those things where as soon as I learned that, I started thinking to myself, okay, well, technically now Naruto can lose this fight, but still win because he shaved off enough life force, you know? He was like, oh, I'm supposed to have 20 hours left, and friggin' Naruto shaved that down to like 5 minutes, you know? So, and friggin' God, Kawaki with the Shadow Clone was great, but that was this episode, right? Yeah. Goddamn. So, and then yeah, I guess that also didn't happen right away. Was Kawaki getting transported to the battlefield using? I kind of like it's devious and it's I don't want to say it's dark, but you know the idea that the idea that Ishiki, I couldn't think of his name for a second there, I don't know why, was able to use this bond that they shared, you know, and he even said it at one point, like, I was able to use this bond to pull you here, and you know, trying to drag Kawaki back in his way of thinking of, you know, these bonds you form and everything are the reason I was able to get to you and everything, trying to discredit it all, you know. But I'm so glad, like, they've honestly done an incredible job writing these, like, because if you think about it, there are so many opportunities for them to fall into the cliches of normal TV shows where, like, a character you like ends up doing something stupid because they just get, like, irrationally emotional and stuff like that, or, you know, it happens all the time in TV shows. Like, there's been a lot of instances where, like, you know, where Kawaki eavesdrop in and hears, like, Shikamaru talking shit about him. And, you know, that's the kind of thing that would drive, in any other TV show, I would imagine it would drive the character away, and they'd be angry at the Leaf Village forever, regardless of all the other hospitalities that the Leaf Village has showed them, you know. But this show didn't do that, you know. Kawaki realized that a lot of the issues that are happening right now are because of him, and you know, it's not healthy either. It's not a healthy way to think either, but he blamed himself rather than blaming the village and the people and everything, you know. And I've always really appreciated that. And then, you know, even here, Ishiki tried to, you know, give him bad thoughts of Naruto, being like, this is why these bonds are bad, you know, your life is now forfeit and I'm going to turn into you and everything because of these bonds that you created. And not for a second did Kawaki go back on his thoughts of, like, you know, hey, I do not regret these bonds that I formed, you know? Like, I can't imagine living in a world without Lord Seventh and everything, and that's why he came out, and I am so happy he did the Shadow Clone thing. Now, obviously, they managed to work around the idea of, like, a sacrifice and a divine tree thing. All that can still happen because of, you know, all that stuff we learned, but yeah, that was really cool. I guess at this point I'm just talking about, you know, in general, all of the like, both the episodes combined, I guess, because every time I start talking, I just keep bleeding into the next episode, you know. But we don't need to try to keep it separate anyway. That's why we're doing the discussion all at once. But the I guess going back, the countdown, like, stuff was interesting, where he was counting down, and then it gave us, like, flashbacks to other times that he's done this, where he's counted down and what's it called? You know, threatened something too. It's not just that he did a countdown, because, you know, parents do countdowns all the time of, like, you better get out here, you know, 5, 4, like, parents do that all the time. But obviously Ishiki, at the moment he was Jigen, took it to the next level where he threatened the fish, which was messed up. I can only imagine that with Kawaki being in, essentially like a hostage situation kind of thing, that fish was probably his only friend, the only, like, I imagine I could see him like talking to it and everything, trying to, keep himself sane by looking after this fish, like the one thing that he can take care of and trust and try to like distract himself with in a way, sort of thing, So I completely understand. And then, but he saw his chance to maybe escape and he tried running, and sacrificed it the second, or might not have been the second time. It could have happened countless times, but either way. But yeah, that was like I felt like that was like a pretty good moment. Hold on, I have a text message. Let me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sorry. I shouldn't have read that, but I was just curious. I had 3 text messages, and honestly, I don't get a lot of text messages, so I was worried it was gonna be something important, But but yeah, where was I? I guess I was talking about the countdown stuff. Yeah, I really like, sometimes I don't like when they add flashbacks into like really tense scenes, because I feel like I lose a little bit of the tension, but I did very much like that one. It added a lot more context to Kawaki's decision to reveal himself, which obviously was left as, oh, excuse me, left as like a cliffhanger kind of thing for that episode where he revealed himself. And can we take a moment to, like, it's such a simple thing, but putting the episode titles at the perfect moment in both the episodes, I feel like, was well done. Like, it's such a simple thing that so many shows will just be like, we always put our episode title at the beginning, so we gotta do that, But, like, no, they're not afraid to be like, oh, we're gonna show Decision pop up like right when Kawaki reveals himself, and then we're just gonna end the episode, Oh, that's so good. And then, here at the end, like, I think it's so good. Oh, actually, shit, never mind. I forgot that Boruto has a slightly different naming scheme than what I normally use, because I normally put like either titles that I make up, or I'll put the episode title depending on the show. Like, a lot of live actions, I'll just use the episode title, but a lot of animes, I don't always know the episode title because they don't always show it. So sometimes I'll just make something up that fits the show. But for Boruto, I actually have like a different naming scheme, because it's the naming scheme I've used since the very beginning of my channel, and I don't actually put titles or anything in the like, I don't put episode names in the titles or even type anything random out. I was gonna say, oh, for this, I definitely need to use what they were actually called, because it's so great, but I guess I can't. But either way, yeah, Decision for 217 and then Partner for 218 were great. Obviously showing them when they did was very important, because obviously if you show Decision at the very beginning of the episode, I guess you'd speculate a lot of different things, because we wouldn't know that Kawaki was teleported there at the beginning of 216, But it would have start to make me think of like, oh, so who's going to make a decision, and wonder like what's going to happen, But showing it when it did was just so much more powerful. I felt like there's something about it that just impacted me, And then obviously the partner thing might have given it away if they showed it in the beginning that Kurama was sacrificing himself, but but yeah, the shadow clone for Kawaki was amazing. They gave the karma mark. The thing is, I was really confused, because when the karma mark was fading and we saw like the flames or whatever of it like burning off, I was like, I didn't say anything out loud, I was just watching, but I was thinking to myself, isn't that the same animation they used when Kawaki's mark first like vanished? And I was like, it's probably just receding into like the diamond mark on his hand, and but no, it was actually vanishing. And then it was revealed that it was a shadow clone. That was so good, especially since that was, you know, this like he wanted to learn the shadow clone, and partially was it so he could like beat himself up, you know, and it was like such a sad moment when we learned that, and now here he is, you know, using the shadow clone as a method of just completely destroying Ashiki, you know, like Ashiki's gone now as far as we know. The only, like, I feel like it would be anticlimactic if they did this, but technically, couldn't Ashiki have just thrown his karma mark on anyone else on his way to the Leaf Village? You know, like, if he can, we've already learned that he can mark multiple people at once, so what would have stopped him from throwing his mark on a random person, and then as soon as it unpacks, he revive himself for a couple days and then goes after someone else and just keeps doing that, or you know, or he manages to find Kawaki depending on like how long it takes, and marks him again, or whatnot, you know. But I feel like it'd be very anticlimactic for these episodes if that was the case, you know. And like the amount of desperation in Ashiki wouldn't make as much sense if he had a fallback, you know, because he was so like relieved when he finally, you know, got or thought he had the karma mark on Kawaki, but damn. So that punches a hole in my theory, right? Like, I'm a little worried now, honestly, because I had the theory that he was going to get the karma mark again, and then, I mean, I guess with their description of like when the karma mark fully unpacks, they like turn back into their original form, kind of like how we saw Jigen turn into Ashiki, you know. That already kind of destroyed my theory anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But one of my theories was that Kawaki would get the karma mark again, and then, you know, in the time skip in the very first episode, it seems like he's evil. Wait, doesn't he have the karma in the first episode of Boruto after the time skip? Wait a minute, does he? Or do we just see Boruto with it? I'm pretty sure they both had those tattoos. I feel like I explicitly remember thinking about, I haven't seen the first episode of Boruto since I watched it, you know, however long ago, you know, like my reaction's up there. That's when I watched it last, like a while, but yeah, so I can't like exactly remember, but does that mean that either they're going back on what that first episode showed, or somehow he gets another karma mark from either a different Otutsuki or something embedded on him? But either way, my theory, getting back to that, if I stop getting sidetracked by other theories, but yeah, my theory was that Ishiki would take over Kawaki's body. This was before I knew that they actually turn into them, you know? And I was thinking that Kawaki would be, like, the reason why Kawaki seemed evil in that flashback, or in that flash forward, was because that was Ishiki controlling him, you know? He already, like, awakened the karma and took over his body, and now he's just, he looks like Kawaki, but he's the personality of Ishiki. Obviously, we know it doesn't work like that now, but yeah, and I was like, oh, so maybe, because I keep thinking back to that episode where it seemed like they weren't friends anymore, and or even, you know, brothers, and I don't want to think about something happening down the road where this relationship that they're forming that's been going so good somehow tears down. Like, I'm so happy with Kawaki's development, how, you know, how he's just loving having these like bonds and just like brotherhood with Boruto, and looking up to Lord Seventh as like a father figure kind of thing, and and everything. It's been amazing. I don't want to think about that tearing down and something causing Kawaki to, you know, abandon them and, you know, I don't know, hate them or whatever happens that causes him to seem like a bad guy in the first episode, you know? But we're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't really know what my theories are now that he doesn't have the karma, but now I'm starting to remember that he might have had a karma mark anyway, you know? So, like, shit's crazy. Obviously, there's other Otsuki that we have to worry about, and maybe since Kawaki was a good vessel for Ishiki, maybe there's another Otsutsuki that try to use him, you know? But yeah. We now have this development of because he was like roughly 80% complete, his body is like mostly Otsutsuki now apparently, which means that he could be used to create, you know, maybe not the biggest fruit, but he could be used to make one. So we still have the Divine Tree storyline going on where, you know, at some point Momoshiki's gonna awaken unless we do something about it, and he's gonna try to use Kawaki so to feed to the Ten Tails. So that was crazy though with Momoshiki showing up. Did not expect it. And as I said during the video, we now have I mean, he stabbed him in the eye. Like, that eye is done, right? Like, unless they can somehow heal that with like healing shits, you know, I don't know. Like, he might have, that was his Rinnegan that he lost, right? He might not have that Rinnegan anymore. Poor Sasuke, man. Sasuke is now missing an arm, and he's going to be missing an eye if it does go that route. But if he loses the Rinnegan, he loses his transportation technique, which is, you know, obviously he's still going to have his Sharingan. I imagine he'll still be, like, pretty formidable with that, you know? But I feel like that thoroughly depowers Sasuke, and now Naruto no longer has Kurama. I feel like that thoroughly, like, obviously, once again, Naruto can still fight, most likely. He can probably still do his, you know, he can probably still do Rasengan, right? He should still be able to do Sage Mode stuff, right? Actually, he might be able to do Sage Mode stuff even better now, because wasn't, like, unless, like, well, I guess he did find, like, a good merge of, like, Ninetales chakra versus the natural energy coming in, and he was able to use both at once before. So maybe not, but I was thinking, like, wasn't the Ninetales chakra, like, a big gate to, like, him learning how to use, the Sage Mode stuff? So I wonder if he will be, like, more fluent in like the natural energy and stuff like that through Sage Mode. So, like, I do feel like Naruto will still be strong. He's just not gonna be like this strong, you know, with losing Kurama. But yeah, I guess getting into that, I haven't really touched on that yet. Like, Kurama just sacrificing himself for Naruto. Like, who would have thought when you start this show seeing him be this, you know, as they talked about it here, this massive hate, you know, that just kept leaking out and couldn't be reasoned with, and now we see him giving his life for Naruto. And I guess, like, when the chakra fades away, you know, the Jinchuriki doesn't die. It's only when it's, like, pulled out by force, you know. Which I guess that kind of makes sense, you know. But yeah, that was a really emotional scene, and I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of, like, down moments from Naruto moving forward. Like, I could also see, like, Naruto being like, okay, I need to snap out of it, and I need to be happy for what he's done, and be, or I guess maybe not happy, but be thankful is the better word. And so maybe he won't be too down, you know, but I think there still will be moments where, you know, he's had Kurama, whether it's been good or bad, he's had Kurama with him since he was born. And, You know, he as he said, we're like more than brothers, and now he's lost that connection. He's probably gonna feel really empty for a while. You know, I can't imagine having someone with you every day, every night. You know, and then just for however old Naruto is these days, and then just losing him. You know, having him be gone. It's rough. It was pretty emotional. It wasn't when I was thinking that Naruto was gonna die, like right when he said like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get to say goodbye to Himawari and Hinata. Like that right there, thinking about, you know, Naruto's kids and the wife he's leaving behind and everything, and still thinking that Naruto is gonna die, I started getting really emotional, but then it kind of transitioned into, and I'm very sad that Kurama's gone. Don't get me wrong. Like Kurama was a really cool was a really cool character and everything, but there's a part of me that does like, you know, the impact of 216 being like, oh, he's gonna die if he uses his power, and then we see him actually using it, and it's like, oh shit, you know, the conflicting feelings of like, oh, I want to see Naruto just unleash, you know, but I also don't want him to die. I feel like that is a little bit like lessened now because, as I said it in 216. I'm not gonna start to get emotional about Naruto dying until we actually see the funeral where they're like burying him, you know, because like who knows with this show, and they pulled one again. Naruto's still alive, but I have talked before about how I feel like they need to depower the previous generation because Naruto and Sasuke are just so strong that they're always the ones that handle these situations, and like eventually we need to get to the point where it's the next generation that is protecting things and surpassing the previous generation, and now I think by depowering both of them in this way, we're gonna start to see the next generation become stronger and maybe pass them out. But obviously, I still feel like even without Kurama, I still feel like Boruto or Naruto is stronger than Boruto, you know. But obviously, Boruto is still a kid, you know. I imagine we'll see like that surpass moment whenever they do the time skip, you know. I imagine that's around when we're gonna see Boruto, unless Boruto can somehow get to the point where he's like wielding Momoshiki's power, but without Momoshiki's personality coming out. If that ever like happens in a way where it ends up being like a, because like it's a very similar situation with Boruto and Momoshiki to Naruto and Kurama, but the problem is Kurama was sealed away, so he could only leak out every now and then through like Naruto's anger. He couldn't like fully take over, but now like at the current rate anyway, whenever it like the data is done unpacking, Momoshiki's just gonna take over and there's nothing Boruto can do about it. So I wonder if, I mean, maybe they'll find a way to seal Momoshiki, you know? I didn't really think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but like maybe they'll find a way to seal Momoshiki within Boruto, and then we'll have a similar situation. But maybe that'd be too similar. That might be too similar to how Naruto went with having this entity sealed within him that he draws power on every now and then. You know, I have a feeling. I mean, they very well could go that route, but they probably won't. But yeah, man, rest in peace, Kurama. I'm really interested to see how Naruto handles this and how we go forward, you know. With Sasuke's transportation technique being taken, I wonder if Boruto must have to be the one to get them out of there, right? Next episode. But yeah, we've got recovery and aftermath stuff coming. We got an opening to watch. I'm really excited, guys. But yeah, it was crazy. The animation, these episodes were great. The fighting was awesome. The emotions were there. It was definitely like I liked the Momoshiki fight back in like, what was that, like 66 or whatever it was. And I've liked some of the other fights in the show, but this arc might be, you know, the toppest of the tier so far for Boruto for me. Like, just Kawaki's character is just amazing, you know? I'm at the point where I really don't want to see that fall apart. Like, I hope that he doesn't end up being like a bad guy for some reason, because they're so close right now that I don't know if I'd buy the reason, you know? Whatever reason they come up with for Kawaki turning on him, I don't think I'd buy it, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading what the first episode showed anyway. Like I said, I haven't seen it in so long, so, but anyways, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me. God, I still can't get over, like, these episodes, but hopefully you guys enjoyed these reactions. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. You can see a couple episodes ahead right now on there, as well as my Patreon exclusives where I'm watching Mob Psycho Season 2. I'm watching Lucifer. There's a few other shows on there that haven't even been released yet, like Tribe 9. Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2 is on there, which, honestly, I watched that so long ago, I really need to release that. But yeah, so many other stuff. Check it all out if you want to support the channel. Very much appreciate it. Link in the description should be popping up. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.